It's time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hey, buddy.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
Co-hosted with some of the most talented friends from around the internet. And brought to you by you, the G2 community, at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the number one gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Good to see you guys. Thanks so much for finding us. The number one gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's your boys and girls. Joining us, as always, the one, the only, spectacular producer extraordinaire, brother from another mother, decade together, my boy, lover of all cocks, Travis Keys.
Good morning. I've been up since 4:30 in the morning, so I'm ready to go today.
Nice, ready to rock. I've been up since 6, which was a big deal for me, getting up at 6. I had no interest in that, but I did it because we're here and we're ready to go. Speaking of waking up early, also joining us today, Guam's firework princess, Blabs.
I love the fact that I'm just a princess. I love it. Princess Guam. I'm fine with
That's
it.
right.
Since we're sharing our morning hours, I've been up since 4:15 a.m. Eastern Standard
That's why I said waking up early. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Every day is 4 a.m.
That's right.
Love it.
Love it indeed. All right, look, in addition to waking up early, a guy who's been up way longer than us because he lives on the other side of the world. It's Adam Krigler.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today on this glorious after? It's actually afternoon for me. It's not even afternoon. It's like early
He doesn't
evening.
even know what time it is.
Yeah, what time
Early
is it over
early evening, I believe, is evening time. It's
You know
not
what day it
nighttime.
is?
It's broken down pretty good for you guys. I'll tell you what.
Labs is just like putting freaking rounds in the chamber to just like aim at me now. Just pow pow. Say something, Adam. Pow.
Nonstop, man. Blabs is straight up ninja when it comes to verbal sparring. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
You should hear her. It's crazy. But yes, we have a great show today, guys. Really excited about everything we got going on today. We're gonna hit on some gaming stuff, a little bit of gaming stuff, but we got a lot of culture stuff today. If at the end of the day, for our middle segment or end segment, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a couple different options to choose from. I'm gonna let Blabs choose that a little bit later on. But before we do, I want to remind you guys can listen to the show over on Spotify and iHeartRadio. You guys can also support the show over at patreon.com/sidescrollers, which is a phenomenal place to do it. And as a matter of fact, all patrons now have access, as of about 5 minutes ago, to the brand new Side Scrollers merchandise, which looks sexy. It looks hot. We have some red. We have some purple, some light purple stuff. It looks good. Let me actually
Show us. Can we see?
Yeah, I
Did
do
you say
actually want to
purple?
show. I did. Yes.
Purple
Let me
looks
actually-
great.
Look at that. Adam's already representing.
Listen, you're gonna like this. All right.
Yep.
Look at some of this bad boy right here. This is available to all patrons right now, and we'll make it available to everybody else a little bit later. So possibly tomorrow.
I didn't know how I'd feel about the purple because I thought it
love
would
it.
give me Game Attack flashbacks. But our logo is so different that I think it works. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't do that.
It's more of an homage. Sorry to cut you off, Travis. It's more of an homage to the Super Nintendo controller. Right. So
I love it.
And we got some shorts here as well. We got some beanies. I also put in the big mouse pads and iPhone cases and stuff. So this is all really good quality stuff. So make sure you guys head over and check it out if you guys are patrons.
Sweet.
Looks
And
great.
if you pick it up during the show, we'll give you a shout out and let you guys know who's picking up what, which is great. So I'm really excited about it. And this is going to be called the first G2 line. And this is going to be a limited window for this stuff. Everything that we have here, I just want to show it, has a G2 logo on it. And this is the only window that we're going to have that on. This is like the very first window. So everything is clearly labeled on the shoulder and everything. So it's like kind of your line in the sand of demarcation of you are a part of this community. So pretty excited about
I
that.
dig it.
So,
Oh yeah.
oh yes, indeed.
Travis.
One other change, and I didn't get a chance to even tell you guys this, but one thing that I would like to do, and starting this Friday, is I would like to keep the show here on YouTube on Friday. I think that there is incentive to making a Patreon exclusive show, but I think for us to truly have the cultural impact that we want to have, we need to make this show available Monday through Friday. And I'll figure out a way to make the Patreon incentive that much more, as opposed to having an exclusive show on Friday. But I think there's ways we can tie patrons in to maybe the Friday show that were suggested in the comments last week, which were really great suggestions. But I would like to make the show public to everybody on Friday to have its maximum possible reach, and I think that's important to do that. So yeah, just kind of wanted to throw that out there for you guys into all the G2s. So
I find it kind of fascinating that our audience is almost segregating themselves over to YouTube for our side scroller show.
yes,
And yeah,
absolutely,
it's kind
absolutely.
of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's good. I'd much rather have a lot of folks in one basket from a YouTube perspective, because that's good for the algorithm, right?
Right.
But I do want to make sure that it's available to as many folks as possible over on Twitch as well for those. And I did also want to give you guys an update on some future guests we're going to have on the show here in the next few weeks as we enter March. We are now 2 full weeks into Side Scrollers. How exciting is this?
2-week anniversary, guys.
Yeah. Episode 11, going to 11 here on Side Scrollers. So coming up very, very soon, within the next week, we will have James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, will be co-hosting with us for one episode. It'll be very exciting. We're going to talk about some classic stuff. I got a bunch of good stuff. I know James for a long ass time, and he's excited to come on and be a part of the show. So James Rolfe, the AVGN. Also, a G2 named Captain Agent will be joining us, and Travis is going to coordinate with Captain Agent on this. But he's going to be joining us from Super Nintendo World, and just like how you, Adam, yesterday were in the Destiny 2 world, he's going to be giving us updates from Super Nintendo World in LA live on the spot during the show. So it's going to be very cool.
Actually, he messaged me yesterday, and we're going to work it out today that I'm going to help him test things out, make sure everything's working. So
beautiful. I'm really looking forward to that. So we all get to go to Super Nintendo World. That'll be here as well. And this has not been announced at all. So I'm actually very intrigued to see how the G2s are going to take to this. But I have booked a guy. I've known him for a long time. Haven't spoke to him in a long time. But he was very early on. He was an active member of the Screw Attack community. And after Screw Attack, I think even during Screw Attack, he went on and became a content producer. But more people know him as a meme now. He's kind of a meme lord, and he's kind of an edgelord. Coming up within the next few weeks, we will have Dark Side Phil on Side Scrollers, which anybody who knows the words the letters DSP will be like, oh shit. So this should be fun because he has quite the detractors when online, and it should be a very very interesting conversation. So have you guys ever heard of Dark Side Phil before?
yes.
I have not.
I've heard, but I've never
it sounded
seen
familiar, but I'm like, I'm searching my memory banks. I have no idea. I'll probably recognize the meme.
So Phil, like I said, I've known him for since like the early Screw Attack days, long time, decade and a half, but I haven't like known him, known of him. And I was always like nice and cordial to him. He's always been like nice in person when I met him. He was at live events we used to do and stuff. But people hate him online. Like they hate Dark Side. Oh, Blab, do you see him? You know him?
I've been Googling.
Right. So this should be really, really interesting to see how the show goes. So that'll be in the coming weeks. And he was actually like, I don't want you to promote it ahead of time, because if you do, you're going to get bombarded by people who are just going to come in your chat. And it's like, but I think that's awesome, because what I want to do with him is I just want to talk to him about his status as a meme lord and just being a meme and everything that goes along with it. And he has this like try hard nature, and people like, I don't know, he's kind of like the internet's whipping boy. So it'll be really interesting to kind of talk to him about it and have an open, honest conversation about it. So we'll see where that goes.
Didn't he get his start on the internet back when it was like, everybody said outrageous things just to get attention, and it was kind of like a competition back then.
I don't know.
I just remember a few content creators in particular back then that went about things like that. So it was just a culture of the internet back then.
So there are like entire channels that are built around this guy. And it's amazing. Like that just like hate this guy, despise this guy, or just think he's just a meme lord, like as Memology 101. AWP says, are you asking about the thing? I don't know what the thing is, but I'm going to do research prior to it. So whatever the thing is, I will learn what the thing is. Yeah. And we'll kind of go there. So anyways, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But that'll be here in the next few weeks. I'm looking forward to that. I want to have a number. Like I want to have everybody on side scrollers. I want the opportunity to kind of just go nuts and ask people all sorts of questions.
He's the guy who did the thing. Forgot to turn his camera off on stream.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I will absolutely ask him about the thing. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God.
Immediately when I saw his face, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny. Oh man, I will absolutely ask him about that. Be like, what happened? Yeah,
I'm sure he's not the only person that's happened to. He's just the most famous person that's happened to that we're aware.
Craig, this is unironically the biggest pull of the internet. we'll see how this goes. But
the biggest pull of the internet.
But I love that. But with that said, Adam, Blabs, Trav, G2s, if you guys want anybody to come on the show, whether it's for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, let us know. Like that Travis's job is to send emails to people. That's what he's doing is to introduce and be like, hey, come on our show and we'll get you going. So
I have a few people.
Let's make it happen.
Cool.
Let's make it happen. I love it. So that's all spectacular. So I'm looking forward to that. With all that said, Thomas just became a patron over at patreon.com/sidescrollers. Thank you so much, Thomas J. O'Brien. Appreciate that. True Fun picked up the the Side Scrollers Vintage Purple t-shirt. And Shane also picked up a vintage tribal blend. So we got a purple, we got a red. And now we have the distressed black cat from G1 Shadowcat. That's G1 Shadowcat. Now G2 Shadowcat. It says, I'll get you to sign this one day, Craig. Hey, Shadowcat, looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You guys picking up everything over on the store, which is great. Christopher says, could you get Torian? Anybody. Torian is the animator for Death Battle, or was. I think he moved on. I don't really know, but thank you, Chris. I would love to do that. So
yeah, I'll add him.
I think that's one thing that I want to be like really clear early on is like, we're going to talk to people that you may not agree with. We are going to talk to people that you may love. But I don't want you to be butthurt about who we talk to. I have people who have been upset because I've spoken to people about, spoken on stream to people. People were upset I had Carol Lynn on. And I was like, did you watch the Carol Lynn interview? Like, whatever. So
I bet some people don't like that I'm on the show.
I bet people hate that you're on the show. And you know what I got to say? Go fuck yourself. How's that?
I like.
Damn, dude.
Not
them,
you,
not me. Oh,
not them.
I was like, ouch.
No. I like you.
It's roasting Adam Day.
Adam. Here's the difference.
Because of yesterday? Is this because of yesterday?
No. Here's the difference. Adam, you have redeeming qualities to you. They don't.
Oh, I do. Well, tell me about it, Craig.
Some.
Trav.
Well,
Trav,
think about
Craig,
it. But you have
go on.
some. They're there.
Okay. T-Bird also came in and picked up he got a couple things of merch. Says loving the merch. Let's go. Thank you so much, T-Bird. Appreciate that. Are you ready, Adam? Are you back? See, sometimes you got to lift him up, then you got to slap him down sometimes, It's
okay. It's all right. No worries. I'm self-validated, so.
Good. You should be. Gravy. Listen, you were a male model, all right? And I think that's important to...
No, that's like on the bottom of the list. I
Oh, that's
there's
awesome.
so many other things.
Do you even know
That's
how to
great.
derp, Adam?
What the fuck is a derp?
Do you even know how to derp?
Do you-
You know
is
how to
that
derp?
is that when you look in the mirror?
Yes.
You end up derping a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never have that. Yeah, that's
I know, flawless. It's
Isn't it?
hard.
Isn't it when you do this? No, I'm just kidding.
dad.
I'm just kidding. It's a dad joke right there. That's a dad joke.
Yes, yes, Craig.
That was a good dad.
That's exactly what it is.
All right, you guys ready to get into this thing? Talk a little news.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. All right. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of video game stuff today, but not a whole lot. Today, I wanted to talk some culture stuff, and I saw this video going around, and I wanted to share this with you guys because I was literally shocked, like beyond belief when I saw this. I couldn't believe what I was looking at here, and I don't know if you guys saw this passing around, but this is a tweet that went out. It has 13,000 likes. It has, and it's from this guy named Tyler, and the tweet simply says, "This is why men have trust issues." Okay, and we're gonna leave it at that. And I just want to show you this video, and we'll kind of go from there. Does that sound good? And Blabs, you in particular, I want to get your honest reaction to this.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. Let's check this out. I'm gonna share my audio here. I'm gonna kill the music here for a second, just because, and we're gonna listen to this. Okay, so. Blabs, you let me know what you think of this, okay? This is why men have trust issues.
I don't like her already. It's fine.
Is she pretty? Is that why?
No, she looks like a. Anyway, it's fine. Go
Okay,
on.
well, let's continue.
I can't believe this is a filter. The fact that this is what filters have evolved into is actually crazy to me. I grew up with the dog filter on Snapchat, and now this filter gave me lip fillers.
Okay, so she is absolutely astonished by the filters
I
attached
didn't
to
know that was
this.
a filter.
Amazing, huh? Amazing stuff. Let's continue.
This filter gave me lip fillers. This is what I look like in real life.
Ah! I did not see that one coming. Yikes!
No, that is
Those
a
filters are
filter.
nuts.
That is insane.
That was
That's-
realistic.
All right, so I have to say
Yes.
that actually is like tame for some of the shit that women
For a
do
filter, yeah.
without filters. Okay, without filters, they're completely transforming themselves. All right, but for a filter, I mean, she could probably do all of that without a filter. So it's almost like
It's
I
kind of
don't
a
know.
natural filter. Like it's not like over the top. Like
Well, she
huge
puts-
eyelashes and everything.
She does the eyelashes. Maybe she gets lip filler. She puts a bunch of makeup. That's probably what she's gonna look like. But
Mhm.
it's like I don't. I'm sick of
That's crazy.
the lies. The lies exist in so many places, and everybody lies.
Dang.
Everyone has bias. Everybody lies.
So actually,
course.
she could do all
I like
that
that
with
she's.
makeup.
I like that she's making this video saying, "What the hell is this shit?
Right.
Like, what is
and
this?
to be
like,
like,
I don't know,
and
you
I
know?
want to be really clear. Like, she's very pretty by herself.
yeah, she's a pretty girl.
She's pretty.
Nice.
She doesn't have any makeup on, and she made this face here as a stark contrast to have the two. That's like the idea is she wanted to show the stark contrast and give you this like, oh, but the fact that this is like totally fake and it looks very real.
It looks so real.
Yeah. it does.
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be some video of her like shitting on men. That's why I was like, I don't like you already because she looked like one of those, fitness ones who'd be like, oh my god, I hate men.
Right.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think so? The premise of it, this is why men don't trust women. Do you think, or what was it? I'm sorry, that wasn't it.
No, it was. It says this is why men have trust issues. But I would
Trust
actually like to
issues, okay.
change it and say that I think this is why everybody has trust issues. Like,
Well, I see a different point to this. Like, this kind of what has forced women to become in society. Like, this is like where we're at now. Like,
Yeah.
society has done this to women and they did it to themselves. We did it.
Women
to
did this
them.
to women.
Yeah,
Men
well,
don't give a shit about makeup.
Yeah, yeah. a lot,
They don't.
I just say society in general, all of us have allowed this, and women feel forced that they have to look a certain way and be a certain way, and it's the Barbie stereotype, you know what I'm saying? And this is the extent of it that we, you know what I mean?
Well, Blabs, how do you feel about it as the woman on the panel, right? How do you feel about this? Do you feel that you have to uphold some sort of standard of beauty, and do you like these type of filters? Do you think they're disgusting? I don't know. Like, I would love to hear your perspective on all this.
It's hard to say. First of all, I think all these filters are stupid. And all they do is just ruin young women, honestly, especially teenagers. Like, I have to look like that, and they have no idea that that's fake. So it's just ruining all these kids when they're growing up with this image. And like, the internet's not real, guys. It's not real. So like, that's a huge thing. I don't like that. I don't like that people are like dishonest and lying. I mean, that filter is, yeah, Adam's right. It's really tame, but that's why I was like, whoa, that looks so natural. Because I thought that was her real face. It looks pretty natural. Like, it's normal, just like a light makeup.
Yes,
It's crazy.
some women could make her look like that with makeup.
Oh, of course.
Boy in that department is mind-boggling.
Well, I mean, but if you,
She's widening her eyes too, like you said, Craig. You know,
Yeah.
she probably doesn't have to do that. You know, and it's like she could probably do a bunch of makeup and make
Right.
herself look like the former image. But I don't know. It's like when you have confidence, like she's comfortable on the screen to show herself without makeup and be like, "What the hell is this filter? This is how I really look." And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, you're a confident girl, and like,
Mhm.
and you're attractive, and that confidence plus attractive is what people would rather have any day over insecure makeup beauty.
dude,
Hiding
you
behind a
nailed it.
filter and a lens 24/7 because he's so insecure now.
Can you show her lips again? I want to see her lips because she made
Sure,
a point
sure,
to
sure.
show her lips.
Yeah, I think it looks like she's actually touching her lips. Like,
Yeah.
this looks very real. But I mean, Adam, you nailed it, right? Guys, look, it's nice that girls are pretty. It's nicer when girls have confidence. And I would say that I'd flip that on the other side of things, right? I think that women are attracted to confidence too. I don't know,
Absolutely.
you know,
100%. Confidence is the most attractive thing in anyone. Sometimes to people's detriments, because people can be confident and dumb, and confident in their dumb perspectives, which
Their
sucks.
dumbness.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Well-
people listen to it as if it's true because they say it so confidently, and then they're like, "Oh wow, they sound like they know what they're talking about. I'm gonna follow them." And it's like, whoa, that's the internet. That's what Blabs was saying. The internet isn't real. It's a bunch of
Mhm.
stupid people acting confident, like they know what they're doing. It's like borderline what the grifting is. Although some people are smart about the grift and know how to actually do it to take advantage of the people that will follow. It's a freaking hot mess, dude. It's a
You know
hot
what we should
mess.
all, you know what we should all do. Look, Adam, I know you were a male model. Blabs, you probably modeled in Guam.
Keep bringing that up.
Trav, listen, listen.
Sure.
I want to let you know, Adam, every
Never-
day,
You're never
all the
gonna-
time.
Oh god,
But look,
bro! I
we've
was a
all-
professional skateboarder. Do you know that?
listen.
But
there's
you
gonna-
weren't
I
into
hold
dirt.
on. I split my nutsack to go pro. I'm not joking.
Excuse me?
I spilled blood and designed my own skateboard. I just want to make that. I want to throw that out there. Like, fuck modeling. Modeling is so on
I want to know how you split your
surface level.
nutsack. That is a whole other story.
Well, look, I'll say this. I 100%. Like, there will be a day where we deep dive into Blabs, we deep dive into Adam, we deep dive into Travis, and we deep dive into me. It sounds dirty, doesn't it? Sorry. We deep dive in the history of everybody to where
Wait,
the G2s
why
can
was
get
it
to know
dirty
you.
when he said deep dive into Blabs? I don't understand.
Because then you said you were talking about
Lab
your
was like,
nutsack
"Nah,
and then,
whatever."
like deep dive into Adam.
Well, I'm just across the board. We're gonna deep dive into everybody. It'll be great. We're just gonna we're ready to go deep. But all I'm saying is, like, look, I want everybody to get to know everybody, which is important. So either way, just like we're getting to know this young lass here and her crazy
Hey,
filters.
can I interrupt for 1 second? We
Please.
needed G2 to keep track of inappropriate quotes that all four of us say. So if you want to be that G2, please contact me. Okay, that's all I need. Thank you.
Wonderful. Before we move on to our next story and talk more about nutsack splitting. Oh, you know what I was gonna say? What I was gonna say before we got derailed into nutsack splitting. Say that 3 times fast. was
No sex flirting.
That's hard.
it's
That's hard.
hard.
I nailed it. I'm just saying.
Well,
I don't know.
it was
You
you.
missed it. I know.
Listen,
I
I'll-
lived it, so
You
you know.
split it too.
I have experience.
I would love to
move-
see.
I don't want to move
hashtag-
on yet. You have
Okay.
to. You have to show the video. I found it in this, but you have to go to TikTok.
Mm-mm. I'm not going.
You
I'm not
really
doing
have
that.
to like specify what video you were just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Like that came off like
No. The subject that we're talking about.
Nut sack
You-
splitting.
I have
Actually-
the video.
The technical term is laceration of the scrotum. If we want to,
Oh, okay.
if we want to get technical.
Well, let me say this. What I was gonna suggest was maybe we do a filter day where we all use like webcam filters on us and make us all look like super like that girl, and we all have huge eyes and we all look great, and we could do filter side scrollers one day
Well,
where we
I
can
was
make
gonna
everybody look
say,
beautiful.
we can see what makeup does. Look at the first stream compared to this one, and look how beautiful my face is. I'm wearing
There you
makeup
go.
right now.
Travis, you're
And
looking good, buddy.
when I first put it on, Blab said, "You look great."
Yeah, well, he's no longer a tomato. It was brilliant.
And I don't have bags under my eyes.
Christopher has become a patron over at patreon.com/sidescrollers. Thank you so much, Christopher. Invader Tack also can be as a member over on YouTube, says, woo, 4 months. Also, since we're all about shilling here, we need to get the master grifter, Nick Raketa, on. Would love to get him on. I think he's been busy doing some stuff with a pretty big trial that's happening right here. Carnage picked up the mouse pad. Nice, Carnage. Thank you. Christopher picked up the beanie. Nice. The purple one says, from G1 to G2, 2006 to 2003, what a crazy 17 years it's been. I was 10 in 2006. I turned 27 today. Thanks to the memories and the laughs and all the friends along the way. Christopher, thank you so much. Appreciate
Happy
that, big guy.
birthday.
That's amazing. Happy birthday.
How big is that mouse pad?
27.
Is it like this or like one of the desk
the-
ones?
Yeah, I want the big one.
There are two options on the mouse pad. Yes, there are two. There's the big one, and then there's this one right here, which is the big one, the gaming mouse pad. Then there's like the regular size one. So there's
Nice.
There's two.
Yeah, we're gonna sell a big one. To me.
I diversified for sure. Give it up. Tior says DSP on side scrollers will be amazing. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And Jay Rome also came in with 500 bits. Says, so does Adam have 2 sacks? If the one was split, that's actually an interesting question.
Well, who asked that?
That was Jay Rome.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We're going into
Story
filters.
time. Well, let me. Is it working? No. it's-
Yeah.
Yes, you sound great.
So, story time. Well, technically, when the nutsack gets split open, it depends on where it was split open. Well, in my case, I was lucky. The doctor, in fact, told me that if it was a millimeter to the left or the right, I would have lost a nut. That's right. But it was dead center. Lucky me. Sewed it right back up. Nutsack is A-okay.
Thank you for sharing.
I could have lived all my life without knowing that.
Yeah. Well,
How much did
did-
that cost at the
the doctor
hospital?
did say that. The doctor did tell me that. That was a real story.
I love it.
Jesus, Betsy.
It was expensive.
It was expensive. All right. Let's continue on with some fun
Yeah,
stuff.
let's move on.
Love it. Let's go. Did you guys hear about this guy who lost $220 million in Bitcoin?
No.
Did you guys
No,
hear
I
about
didn't see
this?
that.
All right, let's go check out this. Check out
Did he
this
get
story.
robbed? Is that one? That story?
No. He forgot his password. He forgot his password.
Oh, jeez, can you?
That's
imagine?
because you know what? That's cell phones. Cell phones'
Well,
fault.
This is kind of an interesting story. So let's go take a look at this real fast. And I just want to play the video here. We'll play probably 90 seconds of it, but you'll get the gist of it real quick.
Online, but that mistake doesn't usually cost us $200 million. But that's exactly what's happening with Stefan Thomas, a programmer from Germany now living in California. In 2011, Stefan won 7,000 Bitcoin for making this video about how cryptocurrency works. Back then, each Bitcoin was worth about $5. He stashed them away in a digital wallet. Now the contents of that wallet are worth more than $200 million.
Dang.
Like what a nice.
Imagine?
No.
I would spend every day the rest of my life trying to open that fucking wallet.
He only
Oh.
has 2 more chances.
Oh,
Right. That's
and then
the
it
thing.
locks away forever.
That's the thing about this is that
Oh,
there's a twist to
no.
this. There are 10. You get 10 tries, and he only has 2 more left.
I wouldn't have put it on there.
Stefan doesn't know the passcode to get in.
I used a encrypted USB key. I wrote the password down somewhere, but this is now so long ago, and believe me when I say I've tried every way to recover it.
A tall order considering Stefan has since moved halfway around the world in the decades since then. But it gets more dramatic. The security system Stefan used will seize up and encrypt its contents forever after 10 wrong passcode attempts. Stefan has tried 8 different times. Are there moments, are you ever in
So
line
can you pause this for a minute?
Mhm.
He can't like pay the maker of the drive to crack that shit or something. Like I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $10 million. Open this.
I'd give half. Are you kidding me? It's like,
Right,
dude,
like,
it's
what?
220
Yeah.
million. You
How
know.
much money do you need? Open it, please.
Well, he's at a point to where like he's at 8 of 10. He's tried 8 times. He's down to his last 2 attempts. The kicker of this is later on in the story they say, well, he's not at a point where he really needs the money, and it's like, what?
Like, so if he's not at a point where he needs 200, he's rich as fuck, is what that is.
Well, he
So-
probably obviously he made a video about crypto before crypto became like what it is. So that means he's probably
stuff.
in the crypto
Crypto guy.
market and used it properly to skyrocket himself. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've got 4,000 Bitcoins somewhere. Where was that drive? Oh, let me
Right.
try to whatever."
Exactly. I think you hit it right on the head. The fact that he was able to lose that password, because if I had anything with the password that had $200 million, it'd be so far up my ass that nobody would ever
tattooed.
see it. Right. Like I would
Tattooed
never
on your
lose it.
ass.
You probably would
Jesus.
never forget the password for that though,
Right. Well,
because it's
right.
in your ass.
Because it's in your ass. That's there you go.
You're
Oh,
a true
Mike-
gatekeeper for
Oh my
your
God.
money. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having fun.
Do you know the keymaster?
I'll give you a key, master.
That was good.
Mike comes in and says, "Did you hear about the stolen $2 billion Powerball ticket? What?
Oh, no.
How are you going to
Stole
steal
it?
that? It's like, hey, I won.
Yeah, like it's on video.
I
Uh,
found this.
Or like when you win that, I mean, what do you do with that Powerball ticket the second that you win it?
you sign it.
You sign it, but you don't like put it next to your bed. You know,
No, you
like
take a picture of yourself with
Yes.
the daily paper, holding the daily paper and the winning ticket. That's
Like a
signed,
hostage.
Yes.
and
and
then
then call a lawyer.
probably honestly,
Yeah.
you won that much money? Yes.
Call a team of lawyers. And
How much
Like
money do
turn
I
off
need
all
to?
electronics.
How much money do I need to pay the government before I get
Right.
to keep any of this?
Right.
Let's do
Yeah.
that, and then you'll get paid.
what? Just I always love asking this question. What amount of money to you guys is the line in the sand where you go like, I'm good, I don't need any more money? Because I think everybody's answer to this is always different. Always.
$100 million because you get about $7 million on average in interest off the stock market a year for free.
Mm-hmm. And you could
need $7 million a year to live.
Well,
I was
capital
gonna say-
gains taxes are lower than normal, so you'd pay less taxes on that income. So you'd get around $5 million of it, and I could
What
do
would-
some good stuff with $5 million a year.
What would you do with $5 million a year, Trev?
Right, donate about 4 of it. to
Okay,
good
okay.
causes,
What would
and
you
then
do with $1 million a year?
buy nice shit for my friends and family? Like, what else you gonna do?
I'm gonna
Good.
buy really
Travel.
cool shit.
You know,
Blabs, what
else
about you?
gonna do?
I've always wanted to have like a massive room of all my Harry Potter stuff. It's gotta be really, really big because I have a lot of frames and stuff, but I also need a lot of shelves. So it's gonna be freaking huge. So I'm
Yeah, but
gonna
what
invest
dollar
in that.
amount? What
Ooh, a
dollar amount do you think? Yeah.
I don't know. What does Austin Powers say? Like Dr. Evil, was it 1 million or 1 billion? $1 billion?
It,
I don't know.
it depends on
billion.
where he is in time.
It's true.
Right.
Yes.
That's
Past
right.
tense 1 million,
That's
future
right.
tense 1
I was like,
billion.
didn't he say both of them? So $1 million, I guess. I don't know. Never really thought about it.
That'll last you to Thursday here in the current economy, which is great.
Right.
Adam, what about you?
Man, I don't know. I've never been happier in my life, and I've had more money in my past than I do now, and I'm like, I'm realizing like money and happiness are it helps, right? But also it's not important. But I do. I mean, Trav made some good arguments, so I got to give it to
Mhm.
him. So I feel like if I made, I feel like if I made $1 million, that would mean if I earned it, right? Like if I'm doing something that made me $1 million, that I then have over $1 million in my bank that I could spend on whatever I want. Like it's already paid for and whatnot, taxes and everything. That means I'm doing something that's going to continue or that's making me money, that I'm prosperous. And I feel like that would be my number. I don't need a shit ton. I don't need money to live off of for the rest of my life, cuz like I want to work for the not necessarily till I'm like 100, if I luckily live to that, or I don't know, unluckily live to that old, some depending on the perspective of how well I make it. But it's like I think the $1 million, it's I don't need more than that. I'd hook up my house. That's what I
Hook up
do.
your house.
And hook up my mom's house.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, it's funny. Jay says, I don't think money makes people happy. I think that's the one thing that people will say, well, that's what rich people say, right? And but at the same time, I know the people who make nothing that are really happy, And look,
I know some miserable people who are rich.
like
Seriously,
I said,
they pretend to be happy, but they are not. I know. I've been around them. I know it.
yeah, absolutely. There's a lot. There's a big truth to that. So, anyways, good luck to this guy with his final 2 attempts. We'll keep an eye on
Craig.
that because yes.
Craig, what about
You
you?
didn't answer.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is what I mean. I'm always like teeing things up to you guys. Don't even think about it. I would say probably like 3.5 million, I think. And that's to live off. Yeah. Probably 3.5 to 4 million. And the reason being is from an interest perspective, like I said, investing, that would allow me to start a lot more businesses. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to sit on money. I want to reinvest, and I want to reinvest in people, and I want to reinvest in companies and products, and give other people an opportunity to make a living doing what they want to do, right? And that's probably the biggest thing for me is, I've talked about this before. I want to create a platform. One of my long-term goals with this is to create a platform that allows people to make a living doing what they want to do and creating content. And I think that's very much what I would like to do. So I think that with that amount of money, that would allow me to live comfortably and be able to pursue that. And I know it sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. But in the business world, it's actually not that much money. There's in the time we've been spoken, there have been 5 deals closed for that amount of funding for startup companies. You know what I mean? It happens constantly, all the time. So, anyways, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. So, yeah.
All
As
right.
Vulcan says, $2 million in savings account is $80K yearly salary in interest, right? So, and that's the thing is like once you have money, then you just let your money invest, and you invest in people, you invest in the market, you let your money do your own thing. So that's why the rich get richer, but anybody can do it. Like literally anybody can do it. So,
And like I said, capital gains taxes are like practically nothing. So if you got money, you ain't paying much on taxes, making more money off of it.
yeah. Let's go on to our next story. Actually, our next thing is a movie trailer. I wanted to get you all's reactions to this.
Okay.
Did
Fun.
you hear? Did you hear about? Look, John Wick 4 is coming out very soon. Very soon.
3 hours.
3 hours.
All,
Oh, yes, 3 hours.
All 3 hour of it. Yeah.
That's right. So it's coming out really soon. But there's a new movie based out of Sweden that is
Heyo.
like a John Wick movie. And I wanted to check this out. Have you guys heard of the movie Sisu before?
No.
So the movie is built around someone set in Sweden, and it's during the in the mid 1940s, and the Nazis are invading. And I'm just going to tell you that that's the premise of the story. Okay, so let's go and watch this. You guys tell me when you guys want to stop, and I will stop and let you guys react. I'm sorry, I
That's-
said Sweden. Sorry.
That's
My,
Finland, dude.
Next door.
My bad. It's next door. Yeah,
Bro.
my bad. Close
Same
enough.
thing, really, right?
Close enough. Close enough. Close enough. Close enough.
mean,
Close enough.
That's like saying we're
That's-
Canada.
Yeah,
We're
right,
closer.
right.
I'm closer to Germany. That's like saying Sweden and Germany are the same. Are they the same? No.
Is it
No, dude.
cultural
It's cold.
appropriation? Let's go.
From Mexico.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Exactly.
continue on real quick. Yes, they're all the same. Whatever.
Same thing.
All right, let's continue. Here in Sweden, 1944.
Yeah. Nazis never invaded Sweden. That's why I was like, what the hell is he talking
Yeah, I was
about?
like, wait,
Nazis.
I don't
40s.
know.
Sweden was neutral. They sold weapons to everybody.
you get a
Cultural-
gun and you get a gun. They were like Oprah Winfrey, but with guns.
All
All right,
right,
let's continue.
that dog looks cute.
All right, here we go.
He looks like a cool dog.
Uh-oh.
So you got yourself a gold miner. Found the gold. 563 miles to the nearest bank in 1944.
Oh man.
Finland. Where's this at? Finland,
Yes.
Finland, not Sweden. Okay, sounds good.
It's across the Baltic Sea.
Okay. What's the Baltic Sea? No, I'm just kidding. Here we go.
Get off the horse! This old fucker is a gold miner.
I love the
Oh.
dog.
I would like to let you guys know this is a red band trailer. So be ready for some intense action here.
Oh shit.
Don't kill the dog.
I don't want you to see what I'm gonna do, dog.
Yep, time to leave.
We got gold!
Oh! At least it wasn't the dog.
Blaz literally jumped.
Did she really?
Yeah, Blaz literally. All right, so now you know where we're going with this.
Yo.
Let's go.
I'm hyped, dude. This is looking good.
This is great, man. Yes.
He was a Finnish commando. Lost his home and his family in the war.
And now, like John Wick, only has a dog. Let's
The
Dude,
dog better live.
Finland did a freaking crazy job of defending their land, though. Do you know about like what they did in the 40s?
Yeah,
Well, no,
they,
this is
defended like 100 to 1.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. They're like, we live in the cold.
Yeah.
We live in the freaking
Like,
snow.
bring
And
it.
everyone else was like, what the hell is this freaking cold? Our feet are falling off. Finnish people were like, get the fuck off our
Well,
property.
And I thought even Russians had a hard time.
Yeah, they did
going
too.
into
Yep.
Finland. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is
Yep.
a documentary, actually. So we'll need to check into that. We'll see.
Came a one-man death squad. He's one mean motherfucker that you do not want to mess with.
Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Blabs,
That was-
I love seeing
crazy.
Blabs jump. I love it.
Did she
Oh,
jump
we're-
again?
Yes, she jumped again.
I can't look away. It's just amazing.
Eyes on Blabs. Anything happens, just looking over at Blabs. Let's continue.
You'll see what happens when you take everything from him.
Do you really believe that he's immortal?
No, he just refuses to die.
How many mines did we bury here? All of them. You? And you?
Boom.
Can you pause it for a second?
Yeah.
So he must be a World War One survivor, right? A vet from World War One. He lost his family in the first war, right?
I'm
my
guessing
assumption.
so.
Okay.
I'm guessing so. But is this not just the most hype shit you've ever
Yeah,
seen in your life?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Blabs,
Yeah,
you look
this
like you're
looks
ready.
great.
What are you thinking, Blabs?
It's a bit too gory for me. I'm more of like the oceans movies and stuff. I love the action, but without the blood and gore.
Blab's over here.
I'd rather go rob a freaking casino.
Well, would you rather this happen? Because this is what's going to happen. Uh-oh.
This is not about who's the strongest. This is about not giving up. We have a word for that in Finland.
We might have a problem.
There you go.
Dang.
Sisu. Coming soon.
So
I saw
their
that.
word for not giving up is named after this guy.
Named
my
after the movie. The movie is, I think the term is Sisu in Finnish.
Right. And that's
So-
his name, correct?
I didn't get that.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
think
get that either.
I think that's just the name of the movie.
But
and the
maybe
name
it's
of the
his
term,
name.
so.
But maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
who
it's
knows?
awesome, yeah.
Anyways, I love that, man. I love that, man.
Yeah, that looked awesome.
Backyard says, all while trying not to laugh. There you go, Backyard Tardis. Just hanging out, listening to Blabs cover her eyes and jump at the insanity. So
I'll tell
anyways,
you
that's
what.
coming. Yes.
I've never seen Sweden look like that before. It's really awesome seeing it on the big screen.
That's right.
Represented so differently.
Oh my
The
god.
guy's real name was Atami Korpi. Is the
Oh, is it based on a real story?
I don't know.
I
Just the
doubt.
character. The character's name. That's his name.
I was totally just kidding about it being a documentary, but wouldn't that be funny? And it
Right.
clearly isn't, but that's amazing just to think about. Anyway, so that's certainly on my list of things to see whenever it comes out. But there's no release date attached to it right now. So
I heard it comes out in Sweden before the States.
oh yeah.
And before it comes out in Finland, also. Sweden first.
Love it. Let's so anyways, yeah, Sisu coming soon. I want to let you guys
It
know
has 100
Jason.
Sorry, it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Only 14 reviews, but still.
Is it out?
100%.
People have seen it?
Says 14 reviews, 100%.
Cool.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I need to check it out because that sounds pretty amazing. I don't know when it's going to be released in America, but yeah, 100%. But it's not. There's no audience rating score, which I'm sure it's going to be right up there with you. But so, anyways, yeah, Sisu. I want to let you know Jason picked up a Side Scrollers vintage purple tee, which is awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. And Brock also picked up a G2 distressed black hat. Says, thanks, Craig. Long time G1. Brock also regret not buying a Stuttering Craig hat of awesomeness. Well, now you can have your G2 distressed hat right there. Joseph, thanks for subscribing. And J. Rome says, is there a merch link? Yes, over on Patreon. Patrons have opportunity to pick it up before anybody else right now. And it'll be available to everybody else. But J. Rome, I believe you are a patron. So please head over there and you can find the link there. But I also want to let you guys know Shamsa has directly donated $1,000.
And the crowd goes wild.
Good Lord.
Shamsa.
Ew,
Whoa. What was
Ew.
that?
ew.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh my god, get cultured, Adam.
I don't know what it means.
You know what ew means?
Shamsa, don't listen to her.
I'm sorry. Real quick, let's just, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you, Blab. She's going to teach you exactly what means what? What is it?
Ew.
Ew.
What
Let's
the
go, Blab.
fuck does that mean?
It's an anime thing. Look at the chat. Chat even knows.
No,
too.
no,
Ew.
no, not chat. You explain it. Go.
It's literally basically it's like I love you, like ew, like I appreciate you. Ew. Adam's like GG's.
When I hear that shit, all right, all I think about is some fucking lolly shit that's being
Look at the
spread,
chat.
and I don't like it. I don't like that shit, dude. It's like grown women trying to be children. I don't fucking like any of that. I'm sorry, that pisses me off.
Ew.
Nah.
Ew.
Yeah, ooh, oh, whatever the fuck you pronounce it. I don't like it. It's gross. You're not fucking babies, all right?
It's an anime. It's not actual real life.
Yeah, you know what a lolly is?
Should I?
It's when they represent the female as like a young girl when oh no, she's 9,000 years old though. Like, oh yeah, it's gross.
So we
Oh,
found
Shit
out what
the shit is
triggers Adam.
gross.
So it's
Yeah,
technically
yeah,
legal.
mess with children.
Right.
Oh yes, 100%.
That fucking pisses me off. That will always trigger me.
Mhm.
I don't even know what the hell's happening right now. What?
Shit.
Stop Adam today.
All right, for
What-
the record, I'm not mad at Blabs. That I'm feigning because me and Blabs have, it's back and forth. It's great. It's a lot of fun. But I am triggered by people being attracted to like young kids, and it's
Well, of course.
disgusting.
Oh yeah,
Yes, yes.
obviously, everyone should. Be.
I think that whole freaking shit is like, I don't know. It's one and the same. It's holding hands, and people are like, no, this one's okay because it's anime. It's anime. I keep hearing that. So
I
when she said it's
certainly-
anime, I'm like, no.
I
I'm
certainly
not
do think-
okay with it.
I think people use that as an excuse. Actually, that's how Michael Jackson
Not okay with it.
got away off his charge because he said it was art in his house. It was art.
I just Labs, would you just do me a favor and don't ever
Apparently, we're never
Don't-
oohing again to Adam.
don't do that. Don't do that again.
I still don't know what it means.
Oh, it's just appreciation, basically.
now,
No, it
now-
doesn't. Bullshit. I'd call bullshit on that.
I don't know.
I
I,
don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Let's Google it then.
I want to talk about how awesome Shamsa is.
right.
Can we talk Shamsa?
Way to go,
Sorry.
Shamsa.
Shamsa, this is not your fault, Shamsa. All right.
what you did.
It's all Blab's fault. 100%.
Wow, I even Googled it.
Did you
It's
guys?
used to express various warm, happy, or affectionate feelings, like I said.
Like a child. They're not adding the last part. Like a child freaking lolly shit, dude. I hate that stuff.
Oh
It's
my
gross.
god.
It's
I don't even
gross.
know- I don't even
If
know
you
what's
like
hap-
that, grow up.
I don't even know what's happening right now. What did just happen?
You know what?
just
No,
happened?
hold on. You know what it is? Here, I'll explain it as quickly as I possibly can. Over the past 2.5 years, 3 years, I've been doing a political show, talk about politics, talking about a certain elements of cultural movements that have been changing society. And over the past year, I've grown more and more. I've lost my patience for certain things. And I think that it's been a while since I've done my show solo. Usually, Base F Monday is I'm talking about with 5 other guys. We're talking about random shit. I don't really get to like vent. So sometimes
It just came out.
I'll say like I've been like there's some shit that I keep seeing over the past couple months that I'm like I'm just fed up with this shit, and I see the way where things are headed, and I feel like a lot of the issues are just not being talked about. People are like, oh no, those aren't issues. It's it's what's happening now that's the issue. And I'm like, well, I mean, you got to go back to like the root of everything, right? And no one wants to do that. Everyone wants to be happy and complacent and comfortable where they are. No one likes to go, oh, well, I don't want to change though. But there's problems. Well, I don't want to change anything though.
I kind of find that what happened fascinating because I have an example of this, like that Pepe the Frog. Apparently, that was co-opted by certain groups.
That's
to
a
mean
lie
something.
too.
Well, right, but from your perspective, like if you
Right.
believe this, then that's what that means. If you believe this, then you would have no idea somebody thinks that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by that. It's strange how just people can think certain things mean other things and nobody else even knows. You know?
Oh, I'm sorry, Trav. Does that say fucking squee in the start? What does it mean? Squee? What the hell is that?
Uwu is an emoticon depicting a cute face. It is used to express various warm, happy, or affectionate feelings. A closely related emoticon is Owo, which can be more specifically show surprise or excitement. There are many variations of Uwu and Owo, including Owo, Uwu, and Owu, among others.
Related terms. Anime
Kawaii,
freak, anime
freak,
kiss, soft
furries,
girl,
right.
furries.
Oh,
Cool.
furries, no.
Well, I don't see a whole lot of anything here about kids though.
Yeah,
But I, listen,
it's like I mean, like even
Guys,
like, anime
what
women's side too. I just wanna
every
point that out.
single freaking time I've ever seen that
Okay.
shit used, it's next to a picture of a freaking like a young anime girl. Young.
Actually, he's right. It says right here, Uwu is connected to Keiomoji, a type of Japanese emoticon which incorporates special characters used in Japanese writing. Keimoji are considered kawaii or cute, often drawn anime and manga. Uwu is likely simplified form of such keimoji. So it is supposed to be cute and stuff like that. Yeah.
well, Blabs, just don't ever fucking do this again. All
And
right?
kawaii and
No,
kawaii.
No, you
Kawaii
can,
is-
but I'm gonna make fun of you for it.
And isn't kawaii those literal drawing people as younger cartoon people? I thought is
No,
what that
this
I'm
is,
like
right?
an anime normie. I've seen like 2 shows in my life.
and why would you ever use that
Because
term
ew,
like
it's
that?
adorable.
That's disgusting.
I'm
I'm having so much fun watching this bullshit.
You're
This is
not
so
a little
great.
kid. You just said it. That's my point. You
but,
just
like, you
proved
can
me
use it
right.
as adults,
No,
like,
I'm
oh,
done with
really?
this.
Oh my
You just
God.
proved me right. You
Alright.
just proved my point. Thank you.
Like, it's supposed
Thank
to be like
you.
a sweet thing,
No,
like, oh,
it's
thank
gross.
You.
I'm psych. I'm grossed out by it. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of it, dude. I'm so sick of the normalization of adults and children. It's fucking happening. All right. I don't care if that's political or not.
No,
like that is
listen,
happening
we
in
all-
reality.
we all
They're trying to
100% agree.
normalize it. I will never not say anything. That shit pisses me off. And I think that certain anime means animation. So it's like you can't say that. It's Japanese animation. There is portions of anime that are being glorified by other groups that are using it to normalize shit. I'm just
right.
and
Well,
and Uwu is a big fucking part of it. I'm just
Well-
I have zero
I'm
patience.
not using it for that.
okay. Well, I don't think Blabs came in talking about kid diddling. She was just
I
saying
know,
thanks.
I know. No, Blabs,
that very
Blabs. I'm not
obvious.
coming at you. I'm coming at the people like that are normalizing that shit.
The weird people.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm
you know,
not. I don't think that that's you. By the way, I just.
let's all take a breath. Let's all take a breath. Let's all take a breath and we listen.
guys.
we all,
I'm not
Oh.
like upset right now.
Oh, I know.
okay,
No,
okay.
I took.
Labs,
I mean,
you know I'm not
everybody.
upset right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At you guys.
No, listen. We all 100%. I
Okay, can
guarantee
I
we're all on the
respond?
same page. Oh yes, Trev.
Somebody said in chat that kawaii just means cute, and while that is the direct translation of it, when you have things like Hello Kitty and things that are children's characters, okay, and that is what kawaii means, then that is what kawaii means.
Yeah. I'm
Aaron.
I'm over it.
Yeah. Well, let's just move on. No big deal. I mean, look, just Adam.
Cool.
Just thank you, Shamsa, for their extreme generosity. We genuinely appreciate it. Aaron came in. Indeed.
We had to get a bangerang in there.
Aaron says
Perfect time.
Sisu was released on YouTube 16 hours ago for free. Really?
We
So
can
the
watch
whole
that
movie-
movie right now.
That
Shut
Let's
up.
do
I'm,
it.
like, ready
Let's do
for
it live. We'll do it live.
moment.
Fuck it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Labs is like, I've had enough violence on this show already.
Today
Adam's
has
about-
been good.
Adam straight up went Sisu on Blabs there for a second, go throwing landmines and all
No,
sorts of Love it.
Blabs
J
is like-
Rome.
Please don't. Sorry.
He said never do it again. He almost just did it. to himself.
But
You didn't
Labs is
see
gonna
it.
go-
It was behind the mic.
Touched it. Like, what was it from Finding Nemo? I touched the butt. Don't make me do it.
J Rome, thank you so much for picking up some merch as well. Now you can look as cool as you feel. I love that. That's great. Thank you so much, J Rome. Appreciate that. I'll tell you what, let's move on. I was gonna talk about this Pika-Me story. Do you know about this Pika-Me thing? But it's more about like
Yeah.
it goes more into the Hogwarts thing, whatever.
I saw it and I'm like, I don't even want to click on that.
Okay.
I don't want to click on it.
So Labs, you get to pick.
Hold on. I have a feeling there's a reason he's skipping over that.
No, what's the reason?
What is it? What is Pika-Me?
So Pika-Me is a VTuber who.
Oh, okay. It's a person.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
that
a
was like
it's
a discount Pikachu.
no. Well, so Pika
Yeah.
Me is a
It's the selfish
YouTuber.
Pikachu.
Pika Me, I like it. Nice pun.
Yeah, that was good.
But Pika Me is a VTuber who's been around since 2020 and developed a pretty strong audience. Played Hogwarts Legacy, and then sure enough, is now quitting because they just don't want to deal with all the bullshit. Like, and Pika Me's entire MO is like happiness, positivity, and making things great. And Pika Me's like, I'm out. So it's a Japanese VTuber, and everyone, very
So what? People were attacking her for playing Hogwarts.
So she was just playing a game, having a good time, being her nice, normal, positive self, and trolls came in, basically.
Right. Essentially bullied her off the internet. So
Well, that's
Did
wonderful,
you
isn't
see
it?
what J.K. Rowling posted?
No.
No, not this morning. Did she post something today?
I saw her post saying like, I want to thank the LGBTQ community because without their boycott, the sales for Hogwarts Legacy would never have achieved like #1 right now or something. I wonder if maybe it's not even real. I saw the post, but
I don't know. I mean, like I think we
wonder
all
if
know
it's
that
even real.
the backlash definitely contributed to the sales of it for sure.
Oh, it
but-
definitely.
I
did.
haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
absolutely.
No, I don't think that was real. I feel like she's not that petty to make that.
Yeah,
although it's true.
that's pretty petty, right? She
Yeah.
would, yeah.
No, I don't see it on her Twitter.
Rabs is like, I would know. Trust
I would know if she said something like that.
She's the only person I have on notifications.
That's right.
She's not even on notifications, surprisingly.
I am actually surprised.
Well, there
Trav,
you go.
let's go to your story. Let's go to your story
Okay.
here from Disneyland. I'll let you talk about this one.
Well, basically, this was a family that was on a ride at Disneyland, and it was a boat ride, and the boat started sinking. So they had to get them off the boat. And I was just going to ask you guys if you've ever had any close calls at any, like almost died at any amusement park or anything like that. Because I have a few times.
Oh, here it is. This is
I'm never
it
going to a
actually
theme park with you ever, Travis. You
sinking.
almost died like a million times.
I don't think they would have died if the boat sank.
No, I think they would have been all
Probably
right.
not. But
Well,
I
they don't
literally,
swim.
when I was young, I got on the Screaming Eagle with my mom. If you guys know what that is, it's an old wood roller coaster, and they didn't check me versus the height, right? And my mom was pretty big back then, so her legs were a little bigger than me. Well, I literally came out of the seat, and my mom had to grab me and pull me back down because I almost fell off the roller coaster. And then I was on a Ferris wheel with my aunt one day. Same thing. I almost slid out from the bottom, and my aunt caught me by my shirt, pulled me back up, and said, "Don't ever tell your parents that happened."
Oh my god!
Never told them until like 10 years ago. But
Like, by the way,
almost died. Debbie almost killed me.
Wow.
Yeah, there. I have a couple more too, actually.
Well, you have a couple more near-death experiences at carnivals.
Yeah,
that's why I'm never going to like, a park with him, like ever.
That's why I don't go to them. I told Andy when we were gonna go to an amusement park, I don't like it because I've almost died like 6 times.
It's 6.
What?
That's the number?
Yeah, it's
He's
a
been
lot.
keeping track.
All right, we're gonna need those 4 other stories.
Receipts.
Yeah, there was a couple on Ferris wheels actually when I was small. Somebody had to pull me back on the Ferris wheel, the Screaming Eagle. Then I was on the Boss. And
Wait, why did you keep getting on the Ferris wheels then? Wouldn't the first time scare you?
Well,
like,
they were
oh
different
man, I
kinds
almost
of
died.
They were different kinds of Ferris wheels.
Were you-
So
You
know,
were
you
on the
think-
security team. I'm just checking.
So you think, as a kid, you just get on. I was like 7. What am I going to? No, I'm not getting on,
Is this Six Flags of St. Louis or something? Was the Screaming Eagle? Okay, I want to pull this up, see exactly what we're talking about here, because this looks, So you nearly died falling out of this ride?
Yep.
Yeah,
Do you
let's check this
remember
out.
what moment you almost fell out?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Look,
Oh,
Travis.
man.
Travis, I want you to relive right here. I want you to take us through right here.
I'm scared of heights, right?
Okay. All right. Well, it's okay. You're not really on it.
We're gonna force this PTSD on you right now.
Ready, Travis?
No, it's the first big drop is
Right here.
Yes.
Wait, is this like a wooden roller coaster?
It's right after the. Yeah, it's a wooden roller coaster.
Cool. Those are cool.
What? Oh no, they're not. If you're
They're
big like
scary
me,
as shit.
wooden
I
roller
love
coasters.
wooden roller coasters. They're fun.
Why?
They
Why?
Because they go fast.
Yeah, it's actually making me nervous looking at
That's why you like them. I mean, there are metal ones that go fast.
Do you want me
Probably
to stop
faster.
that?
I like.
No, you're
I
fine.
mean, I don't dislike the other ones. I'm just saying I love wooden ones too. They're great. Wooden roller coasters are fun.
The last wooden roller coaster I went on was in Coney Island in New York. I hope that thing is not still running because it is
Well,
so
Coney
sketchy.
Island got like decimated about like a decade ago. So
Oh my God! Listen, I get beat the hell up of when I'm on any sort of roller coaster. You know, six
that's
foot
you're
three,
not that tall though.
6'3", 225, 230. Like you get the shit kicked out of you, and
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard to ride. So I want to know, Travis. You said you're getting a little like nervous watching this. At this point, you're a wee young lad. You're making your way up to the top. You're like, I'm having so much fun. Okay, as we watch this, I want you to give me the exact second where you were like, "Oh,
fuck."
Okay, here we go. Ready? Here we
My
go.
time has
How
come.
old were you, Trav?
I was about
when
7.
this
Yeah.
7 again. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we are. Ready? Ding, 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 ding. We're going up. We're at the top. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun. We're heading down. Oh, it isn't that bad.
Nope, it's after
Okay.
this part.
Okay. I was expecting a big old drop right there, but we're all right. But here we go. We have the big
Right
Superman
here.
ride. Okay, ready?
Yep, right here.
Tell me when to freeze it.
Right here.
Freeze it. Okay.
So
Okay.
you're going down. I'm like
Uh-huh.
7. So imagine my mom's
Oh, you
legs
went
are a little
up.
bigger, right? Exactly. And so the bar didn't come down over me, right? Because her legs were bigger than my body was. So I literally slid up the back of the seat, is what it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So she had
they
to-
didn't do a very good job of keeping you down. The rest of the time, was she holding you down? Was she doing one of these
Yes.
with her arm?
Yes. Yes.
Oh
She
man.
had to hold me down the whole time.
Man, the entire time. That's crazy. And she probably sounded like Andy going the
Yes.
entire time.
He's not very happy right now.
That's okay. You can take care of Andy. Go take care of Andy real quick. We'll continue on.
Thank
No
you.
worries. No worries. Yes, that's absolutely terrifying. Hearts in the chat, please, for Travis and his bravery on the
7-year-old Travis.
the Screaming Eagle at Six Flags St. Louis.
So I to answer his question, I do have a similar story, but not. It's a little more. I was shot at a bunch of times, and I was running to hide
With
behind
what?
guns. What do you mean? Bullets were flying past me.
Paint bullets.
No, real bullets that would have killed me if they hit me. So I was running to hide behind a dumpster, and as I ran, as I got to
Why?
the dumpster to like run behind it, I saw the bullet hole appear like in it, and I heard it and saw it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Dove behind the dumpster, and then as soon as the bullet stopped, like you stop hearing the gunshots, I bolted around the building. And got out of there.
So I'm going to ask what everybody wants to know. Why were you being shot at?
My friend's hat was I don't remember which way it was like cocked, but like there was a gang in the area that was like, we are the only ones who are allowed to wear hats like this. And my friend was like, go fuck yourself. Like, no, I'm not changing my hat. They like literally came up to us and they were like, change your hat. Move your hat. You're not allowed to wear that like that. My friend was like, no, fuck off. And they walked like basically because it was this courtyard, right? And there was this
Where
communal
were you?
barbecue pit. And they all pulled guns out and started shooting at us. Luckily,
were you in Chicago?
yeah, it was Chicago.
Okay,
I'm
there
gonna
you go.
let's
Makes
say
sense
this. I'm gonna say this. Like when I asked why you were getting shot at, and the first three things you said were change your hat. Like I did not think
that's legit the reason why.
I know that's the most
Yeah.
insane thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean I've
know.
heard more insane, but that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Blabs, have you ever been shot at for not changing your hat?
No.
Yeah,
Like,
that was probably the closest
you ever
I've
been
come
shot
to
at,
death.
Blabs?
No,
Yeah, I'd
not
say.
even with a paint bullet. Maybe a BB gun.
All right, I actually came closer to death once. Before that.
Was it when you ripped your scrotum?
So no, I was
That was another time.
unfortunately I was very, very much alive and coherent and
Ugh.
yeah. Anyway, no. So when I was 12, I actually OD'd on morphine. I I had a bone infection that I caught from coral in the Bahamas, and I cut my ankle on coral, and it like traveled up my leg and resided in my hip, and it was eating away at the bone in my hip.
Ah!
And doctors didn't know what was going on, so they put me on a morphine drip, like a machine that would give you like constant morphine because I couldn't move, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't exist without the pain of like I don't know if you've ever had like bacteria eating your bone, but I
No,
can.
I haven't.
Okay, so I have, and it's horrendously painful. So I was 12 when this is happening, right? So a nurse came in and I was supposed to like get like I was getting 5 cc's an hour, right? And I think they were supposed to change it to like 4 cc's an hour for the night or something. Well, someone messed up, and the machine gave me 27 cc's in about 5 minutes,
Ooh.
and I stopped breathing. And luckily, my mother was in the room, heard me stop breathing. I was told this. I don't remember. I have very vivid memories of this night, but she told me that she heard me stop breathing. She looked over at me, saw that I was blue, like saw that I wasn't breathing and I turned blue. And she started screaming and started shaking me. And I actually woke up and I remember seeing her, and then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up and there was doctors around my entire bed. And then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up and I was like, the hospital hallway was, and then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up and I was in an ambulance. I was ODing so hard, they couldn't treat me in the hospital. I was in the hospital for something else. They couldn't treat me for that. They rushed me to a different hospital that handles drug overdoses. And they saved my life.
Wait, so you OD? You've actually OD'd
Yes.
in your life? That's
and
crazy.
it was the hospital's fault. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Dang.
I feel like I'm learning so much.
I've had a crazy life. People don't know much about like my. Everyone's like, "Oh man, you were a model." I'm like, "Man, you should see my life before I was a model. I was a
No, he was a skateboarder and he
I
ripped
was a
his
crazy
sack.
kid."
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that was in my late 20s. That was that was like a decade ago.
Oh, well, still.
This all happened in my teenage years were freaking crazy, man.
I mean, 12's preteen, but
Well, yeah. I'm talking about my teenage years though. that was 12, but when I was my
wait
teenage,
till the teens gets better.
well, no.
Did you at least feel really good on the way out with all the, like with all the what is it? The
you know what?
All the drugs?
You know what I was doing? You know what I was doing when I woke up the next day? They rolled in a Nintendo 64 and a TV with a Nintendo 64. I was playing Mario Kart, and I was like, "This is friggin' awesome!" Because I was in pain for weeks. I couldn't. I was so bored in this hospital bed, like I couldn't do anything. I didn't have my Game Boy, which I think I don't remember where I left it, but I couldn't find it. So finally, I was chilling. I didn't have any pain. I was playing some friggin' I was playing some Mario Kart, man. It was a glorious day to be alive.
It's like bringing it back to games. Always, as it will always bring it on back.
Yeah, could you even sue them for that? That's like huge.
Yeah, I did. I sued that hospital for
Okay, I
it.
was gonna say, dang.
Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. Carlos came in and picked up an entire bunch of merchandise. Thank you so much. Says love the show.
Nice.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Carlos.
Carlos.
Appreciate that. And Aaron says, "Oh, I effed up. Sorry. Release in Finland is February is the 27th. Stateside is April 28th. There's a few more fake YouTube links. They're talking about the Sisu of the film. Right
So
there,
wait, it's available overseas. You're saying from
Mm-hmm.
where you guys are at
in Finland. So you can go across the Baltic Sea right there and go watch Sisu.
Take my
Adam
I
lives
I
in
have a
Finland now,
canoe.
too, don't you know?
No, I live in Sweden.
Sweden, Finland, same thing, right?
So I have a canoe. I'll get going, man. Go watch the movie and
Be there in a couple
report
days.
back in like 3 weeks because it would take well, I don't know, probably
Love
me
it.
canoeing. I have
Love
a
it.
small canoe.
You guys want to keep going, or you guys want? You got a few more things, but we can head over to Patreon now, or we can do one more story. Blabs, what do you think, Blabs?
Story time.
Okay.
I say we go to Patreon.
Well,
I'll tell you what. Let's do this.
Whatever Blab say, I'm always going to say the opposite.
I love it. Sounds good.
I really do want to do one more story though.
Okay, let's do one more story. And Travis is going to be hot.
Is it Destiny 2 Lightfall? Do I get to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about it real quick?
No.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. How about this? How about you play a little more, and tomorrow you can give us your full report on Destiny 2 Lightfall. And
Well, I've already
been
beaten the
Monday.
entire campaign.
okay, well give us a quick number score on a. Okay,
tomorrow.
He doesn't
Tomorrow
know.
it
He
is.
can't do
I'm gonna
it
play a
quick,
little
that's
more.
why. He's like, I got details.
sounds
It's
good.
true. It'll be very difficult for me to do it quick.
He's gonna
Well,
have bullet points.
I have a
and
lot to
everything.
say about it.
So I have a lot to say about this because I think this ties in the show very, very well in a really, really odd way as we welcome Travis back. Hello, Trav. Good to see you.
Trav and his
dog
cocks.
There it is right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, everything's been. Can I tell you guys the other ride real quick?
Oh, sure. Yeah, please continue.
One of them was the swing ride. So I was on it. It had 4 chains, one on each side. One of
Yeah.
them broke while I was on it.
Oh my
Like,
god.
wait, both chains or one chain?
Just one out of 4.
So were you able to be? Were you like? "Ah!"
So they come. There's one chain that comes down and it sprawls out to 4, right?
Yeah.
Just one of
Okay.
the 4 broke.
I'm
Still
gonna tell
had
you
me
straight up.
freaked out, and it had me doing this shit. But
Oh my god. I really love those rides
Wow.
too, but they are so dangerous.
Blabs,
What's
I
that
gotta say,
movie?
if you are gonna go to a carnival, this is the kind of guy you want to go with
No.
because he's gonna be the one who gets the bad seat,
And I
so
get
you
to
know you're
sue?
good.
Oh, I was gonna say, do I get to see or something?
Oh
my
my
uncle
No,
actually
you just don't
owned-
die. That's
My-
the win.
My mom's uncle owned that carnival, so it
What
was
if
like
he's the
you
lucky
could
one
sue
who never
him.
dies?
Wow. So Trav, I want to let you know that while you were away, we learned that Adam overdosed on what was it?
Morphine.
Morphine, yeah.
Morphine.
wow.
When he was 12 years old, and it was the hospital's fault. So you'll need to go back and listen to that story. So it was crazy.
It's not
And I-
funny, but
And I also almost got shot.
Oh yeah.
There's also that.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot about Adam.
It was story time.
There's a lot of Adam lore.
What I'm saying is, if you guys miss any second, like there's just like 5 minutes of side scrollers, you're gonna miss a lot. I think that's the moral of today's show, which is great. All right, let's go to this.
It's a spectrum. Today's show. We're through it
Awesome.
all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. I
We've
promise
had-
never to change.
Please don't. That's why everyone's here. All right, this final story actually ties wonderfully into Adam's career and passion because you like Diablo, don't you? You're a big Diablo guy.
I saw this. Oh,
Diablo and Milan Fashion Week just ended, and there was a Diablo Fashion Week crossover here at
What is
one of the
that?
runways.
You know, I lived in Milan, and I actually did runway in Milan. I
Mhm.
lived there two different times in my life for a couple months at a time, for the season, for doing like Milan Fashion Week, and this makes me laugh so hard. I see runway shit now, and I'm so happy I did it when they cared about putting guys in suits and like wearing regular clothing.
Can you imagine Adam
What
in a
is that?
dress?
What is that supposed to be? Like a tornado or something?
I don't even know. I play Diablo. I'm a freaking Diablo fan. I played
Yeah, I was-
1, 2, 2R. Oh yeah, there was also 3 that I played, but and 4's coming out that I'll play, but I don't recognize any of that shit.
Yeah, like I was trying to think of what it could possibly be in Diablo. Nothing I can figure out.
Was there more images other than the 2?
That's the ones that I saw on Kotaku, but
Okay.
there were other images that I wanted to share with you, and I really just wanted to get I wanted to use the Diablo thing as an end to learn more about this world, right? Because
Diablo,
I'm fast.
or-
No,
yeah, let me tell you about Diablo.
about Fashion Week.
They killed off Cain, which was
Yeah.
horrible. Worst mistake they've ever made.
So let's go look at CNN Style, and they have pictures from Fashion Week this week, and
You know what?
there's some
This
things.
is
What's
ridiculous. Hold on. I got some images for me during fashion. Actual fashion. I'm gonna go grab it.
that?
He's
Listen,
got like a whole photo album ready to go. He's like, and so this was me in June.
Adam
I did-
knows fashion.
I did freaking modeling for 12 years. Of course, I have images of myself from
Got a
when
photo
I
album?
did that. No, it's not a photo album. It's my book from when I would try to get a job. I would
Headshots?
go, yeah, like my headshot, or not headshots, just like previous stuff that I've done.
Like a
Portfolio.
CV almost, like resume.
Yeah, holy shit, there's so many pictures in there.
But some of these actually look like, reasonable things. But there are some things you see that you're like, no woman would ever wear that to the office, otherwise she'd be fired, right? You wear a see-through top as you make your way in.
I'm just glad that's a woman wearing that.
Yeah.
I
What is
said
that?
no woman would ever wear that purse with that anyway, but
Travis like they do not match.
no, not at all.
What? Okay. There's so much to talk about. Like obviously these crazy hairstyles here that are going on. Like I just don't quite understand what I'm looking at with a lot
See,
of
that's
this.
cute.
What this right here?
The girl.
Oh, the girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like her little red boots with the.
Yeah, I mean, I could
Looks
see
like she's wearing
somebody wearing that.
pajamas though.
Yeah, it is very pajama-y.
But like, so nobody who's ever playing soccer is gonna wear like that. Looks like something you'd win at a carnival.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of,
don't-
It looked like kids from the 90s dressed as adults or something.
Yeah. It's
I
kind
can't
of
find it.
okay. So the equivalent of high fashion to fashion is like the
Fuck is that?
equivalent of concept cars to cars.
Is that a bunch of loofahs glued together?
All right, I have to just say though, I have to say a lot of these images that go viral are not from like the big shows, like the people like Calvin Klein and I don't know, Chanel, or like the people that are known for their suits. Etro, Italy, it's like a suit maker. They have like regular shows. These are from like the artsy side of fashion, which is it's almost like a beast unto itself. I mean, they don't I can't stand fashion. For those who don't know, fashion is like the worst polluter on the planet. Like worse than anything else. Fashion. People don't realize how much trash gets thrown away of like, oh, it's a new season, everything, throw everything away. We're making all new everything of every single size, and then all right, throw that away, move, dyes and furs and different
Everybody threw
materials
out
to make everything. It's crazy when you really learn like the impact of what fashion is doing to the planet. It's like, yo, I'm so happy I'm not in that industry anymore.
Was it
I enjoyed it. I got
Burberry?
to travel.
So is somebody into Hobbit feet? Because that's what that looked like.
Yo,
Yeah.
it totally does. It's gross.
Yeah, like Burberry, they threw out all their stuff a couple years ago because they didn't want to sell it on discount.
What?
do
So
that
they're like, if they can't sell on discount, no one gets it. And they just burn it.
Yeah,
off.
because it supposedly
Wow.
hurts their brand. So what do? You open another brand that's a subsidiary company and sell it and act like you're not the same company and you're now a thrift store. Idiots.
wow. Well, do you have your book,
No,
Adam?
no, I couldn't find it.
Okay.
I have a lot of. It's just a stack of shit. I thought it was in my portfolio, but it's not. So,
So
but
just
it's an image of me doing a runway show. It's the only one I think I have, but because I
Okay.
don't normally.
so
get that.
just so we're clear, like shit like this is the
That's what
anomaly.
I would rock the shit out of that. let's
Looks
be
like a
honest.
loofah.
Can you come on next time and wear that?
I would go. You could if you buy it for me, Blabs. I will wear that on the show once.
It's $35,000, Blabs.
I
Maybe
can
not.
make you that at Bath and Body Works for $50 and a hot glue gun.
If you do that and send it to me, I will wear it, Trav.
For like the rest of your life, you'd have to.
Listen,
No,
that
no.
sounds like
No,
brand.
that's how I'll clean my bathroom. I'll just put that on it.
Roll
Just
around.
just dance
Just
around.
like lie on the floor and everything. Do like a starfish.
listen,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it'll work.
That's
the loofah.
nasty.
The loofah outfit sounds like something that needs to be a Patreon goal. And
Yeah.
Oh no.
I love it. I
Oh,
love it.
what did I just do?
I love it. I love everything about that.
I'll honor it though. If it gets done, I'll wear it.
All right, sounds good. We'll see if we can make that happen. I love it.
Shit.
All right, congratulations. Look what you did. All right, is it time to head over to Patreon?
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
I think it is. But before we do, let's check this out. Evan comes in and says, if anyone used to watch Reboot, that big colorful suit looks like the Knoll monster. Hold
Oh
on.
my gosh. Yes, it does. You're right.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
It was Reboot was the very first 3D 3D computer generated cartoon TV show.
Cool.
What? Oh, hold on. I think is it the NOL monster? NOL monster. I want to make sure I have this right. Because I'm trying to find an image of it, and I can't find anything of it. So Well, I'll take your word for it. There you go.
NULL.
Well, thank you. NULL. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see if we can find it. Or the Knoll Monster. All right. Well, that was super funny. I still can't find any quick images of it.
It's the
but
very
either
first
way.
one when you search it.
Oh, I'm looking on DuckDuckGo.
Damn.
Oh, it's on
Yeah.
Google.
Google. What is
Google.
Google?
Yeah, I use DuckDuckGo on my phone. It's kind of
I don't even use DuckDuck. DuckDuck has also.
Yeah, just search Null Monster reboot.
I'm not gonna get into the details for
No, I've
risk
heard
of
something fishy
delving
about
into
DuckDuckGo
political.
lately. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
talk
Brave. I
afterwards.
use Brave.
Brave?
Oh, here
Brave
we go.
browser.
Here we go. This
Brave
is what
is
we're looking
great.
at here. This thing right here.
What is
Yeah.
that?
I think that's
Can you
that's
imagine waking up in the middle of the night and that's just standing there looking at you?
there you go. You get.
I think he was talking about the big blob one next to it, but same thing.
This one right
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like worms and shit.
Yeah, it looks
that's
exactly
crazy.
like it.
That's nasty.
Jerry, I appreciate you coming in as a as a patron over at patreon.com/side.
Hey!
All right. Let's go and wrap this son of a gun up and head over to Patreon for the post show. We appreciate you guys popping in. If you guys like to continue the show, please head on over and join us there. I would love for you to join us. I'm going to get that up. It's going to take a minute. I got it all queued up, but it'll be there. Give us about 2 minutes. We're going to continue talking in the meantime, so you can hop on in and catch up there. So it'll be live in just a second over on Patreon. You'll probably get an alert on your phone if you have it hooked up, and you're ready to go. So with that said, thank you guys very much for tuning in. We learned so much about each other today, which was great. Loved it. Labs, thank you very much. Trav, thank you very much. Adam, thank you very much. And
Shamsa, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for picking up all the merch. The merch will be available to everybody tomorrow. Make that available for you guys. As well as once again, lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of good stuff. Big news on the way. So much to share. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to hit on before we head out. If you guys are listening on any sort of podcast, make sure you give us 5 stars. And of course, thumbs up on YouTube would be greatly appreciated. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, of course. And once again, this Friday will be available to everybody, not just patrons, because we're going to make that shift. And we'll figure it out later. But with that said, remember, guys, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let him. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Twitch, I'll see you guys later. YouTube, we'll see you guys in just a little bit as well. I'm going to kill you, Twitch. See you, Twitch. And YouTube, we'll see you guys once again. Patreon will be up in just a second.
That's my favorite death sound.
It's a quality death